Dear ladies and gentlemen, as the artistic director of the Kindle Center for Contemporary Art, I'm delighted to welcome you today to the Symposium Contested Bodies, Navigating Control, Resistance and Technological Impacts. This event expands on the themes explored in our current exhibition, the new subject, Mutating Rights and Conditions of Living Bodies, on view at Maschinenhaus 2 until January 26. The exhibition engages with contemporary concepts of the human body and examines the political, economic, technological, and biological factors that shape it. These ideas culminate in the body's restructuring and optimization driven by various aims: overcoming mortality, exploiting it for economic gain, or utilizing it in military operations. This also includes the increasing manipulability of the body and its subjection to surveillance, as Achille Mbembe observes in his analysis of modern controlled societies. The new subject is curated by the curatorial collective TOC, founded in 2010 by Anna, Bitkina and Maria Veits. Their practice is deeply rooted in historical analysis and political imagination, producing multidimensional projects that explore the causes and consequences of evolving political realities. I would like to extend a warm welcome to Anna, Bitkina and Maria Veits, who will guide you through today's symposium. Additionally, I want to welcome our esteemed speakers and contributors: Micha Frazer-Carroll, writer and researcher from London; Ulrika Flink, curator from Stockholm; Clara Sika Helbo, artist and designer from Copenhagen; Berrigan, artist, filmmaker and writer, Berlin and Vienna; Anan Fries, artist and performer, Berlin; and Avi Feldman, curator and lawyer, director of Wannsee Contemporary in Berlin. I would also like to thank the Federal Cultural Foundation that supported the entire project, the exhibition, the publication that we are working on right now, as well as today's symposium. And now, dear Anya, dear Masha, the floor is yours. Thank you.
We made it. Hi everyone, thank you very, very much for coming. We appreciate that you guys came here on this gloomy morning. It was probably hard to leave a warm bed. We are TOC Curators. We're excited to be here, excited that the new subject, the project that has been ongoing for almost 2 years, is peaking with this symposium. The new subject comprises 4 exhibitions. This is the 4th and the final, the biggest exhibition of all. And the previous iterations were all taking place in different locations. We started in Stockholm and co-curated the first iteration with Ulrika Flink. From her you will hear later today. And then we moved to Aalborg, to Denmark, and then to Helsinki. And now we're here in Berlin. And each of the exhibitions had a specific focus. So in Sweden, we focused more on utilization of bodies by governments, by corporations, utilizing body as capital, as a resource. In Denmark, we focused more on conventional and non-conventional bodies and minds, and where the norms and conventions are coming from, how they're established and reproduced and exploited. And then in Helsinki, we focused more on queer experiences of different people and legislation in that regard. And in Berlin, we tried to bring all these themes together and also expand it to bodies that are colonized and, the processes of body decolonization. And now we're here to also discuss things that have been raised in all of this 4 exhibitions and kind of touch upon the themes in depth.
Yeah, and I think it's also useful to remember about the privilege, actually, to be able to research so compelling subject as body within 2 years. So like when bit by bit you're developing certain direction and really think together critically with peer curators about it, putting together a smaller scale of the exhibition, and then the content is gradually growing. And that's, I think, as a very kind of, we were very excited about working on this within this so generous, in a way, time frame. And today's symposium is a possibility for us to think together with us, but also slightly deviate from the subjects which we work on, and speak with people that being involved into our research, but also expand the trajectories of different critical discourses. And we have very excited day ahead of us, which will be composed in 3 parts. And so we have a keynote speaker who is going to expand more into direction of norms and normality connected to body and different conditions of mental and physical capacities. And then we will move into, like, let's say, more physiological strand with discussion between Ulrika Flink and Clara Sika Helbo, who will speak about hidden histories within the different governmental strategies within Danish and Swedish policies. Then we move towards pre-recorded video presentation by Berrigan, who will tell us a story about her personal relation to pharma industry and different corrupted processes behind it from her personal perspective, with like being infected by almost incurable virus. And then we will move towards more kind of performative lecture by Anan Fries, who is going to talk about her project connected to extracorporeal reality connected to the pregnant body, non-binary body. And then we will conclude with a presentation which has a more legal side by Avi Feldman. And I think Avi will also in a way connect the timeline, the legislative timeline, which was very important part of each iteration of New Subject exhibition, with the legal side coming with examples of different researches which he is conducted at the moment. And then we'll be open for Q&A. But after each presentation, we will be happy to pick up a few questions from the audience as well. So let's begin.